This is Nikki. Not only is Nikki an accomplished technical brown belt, she's also the wife of Jordan from Jordan Teaches Jiu-Jitsu. We start the roll with me deciding to play guard, and I go straight into a high knee shield half guard. Nikki does an excellent job of controlling my hooks, so I decided to try and wrestle up from guard, but I only end up in a front headlock position. I immediately go to turtle and sit my weight all the way back because I thought that Nikki was trying to go for a Peruvian necktie, as you can see here. As Nikki transitions to attack my turtle, I perform a Granby Roll to recover my guard. Here you can see I Granby Roll over my shoulder and get my legs back in front of me to retain my guard. Here's another example on how to perform the Granby Roll demonstrated by Jordan. Now that we're back in my half guard, I noticed that Nikki left her elbow open, so I jumped on a Kimura grip to try and capitalize on that. However, Nikki does an excellent job of keeping her arms safe, but I'm able to then use the Kimura grip to sweep Nikki. However, you'll notice in the transition, I lost control of my grip. This is how the technique is meant to be performed. After Jordan sweeps Mike, he then comes up straight away to finish the Kimura. After the sweep, I wasn't able to consolidate any position like side control, so I end up back in Nikki's open guard and then in headquarters. After some time grip fighting in headquarters, I managed to hit this knee slide. But you'll notice that I did not have an underhook or any form of inside control on Nikki. Therefore, Nikki has the underhook and I'm unable to consolidate the pass, and Nikki's able to turn to turtle. Also notice that Nikki brings her legs in really tight and defends her inside space in turtle. So I use a technique that I learned during a John Danaher seminar to get to the back position in turtle. In this position, I'm waiting for Nikki to make a move to try and recover her guard. I'm standing by to try and capitalize on that movement and beat her to the punch to take her back. As Nikki rolls to try and recover her guard in front of her, my goal here is to gain head control, but to also pin her far hip with my elbow. This stops Nikki from being able to hip escape away and recover her guard, as you can see her trying to do now. Once in side control, I didn't want to just hunker down and use my weight advantage, so I tried to transition to a better position. But this results in Nikki being able to turtle again. As she rolls, I try to pull her on top of me and get myself underneath her to take the back, but Nikki uses her superior grappling skills to come up on a single leg. However, I'm very lucky that at the end of the scramble, I'm able to finish up back on top. This time, I'm not able to hold Nikki down and she's able to successfully recover her guard. As I was looking for a crossface here, Nikki's able to grab a deep grip on my shoulder and she's looking to pull my shoulder up and get her leg through for a triangle. There is so much pressure going through my shoulder right now. My goal here was to not let Nikki's bottom leg out and to keep my arm locked in until I'm able to consolidate an over-under style pass and gain head control. I was fearful of Nikki's butterfly sweep here, so I decided to disengage completely and come at the pass with a different approach. It was all fun and games, and then this happened.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Let's take another look at that tripod sweep. That super clean tripod sweep that Nikki just executed gets its name from the 3 points of contact that you have on your opponent. The first point is on your opponent's near side ankle with your grip. The second point is your foot on their hip, and the third is your hook that goes behind their other ankle and stops them from backstepping and posting to stop themselves from falling. Once you have these grips, you simply push on your opponent's hip and they easily fall to the mat like they're weightless. We reset back in Nikki's open guard with me again trying to pass. I step out to the side and go for a Toreando Pass. Nikki's hooks are very sticky in her guard, but this time I was able to clear her bottom hook and secure the pass. Once I was consolidated in side control, I'm looking to grab a gift wrap here and convert it into a Kimura Trap. Once I have the Kimura Trap, my go-to back take is the chair sit here. However, Nikki does a great job of not allowing me to get this position. However, fortunately for me, I'm able to get my near side hook in anyway, and I'm able to take the back with a standard rolling back take. Once both hooks are in, Nikki rolls us to the other side and she's trying to get her head to the mat to disrupt our chest-to-chest connection. My goal here is to not only hand fight, but also use my head as a wedge between Nikki's head and the mat. This is where the grip fight comes in, and I'm using my left hand to control Nikki's left hand. I walk my hand under her chin and tuck it in behind her shoulder and start to squeeze for a one-handed rear naked choke. After having the fortune to roll with Nikki, it is very clear to me that she is definitely the more technical and superior grappler. And if we were equal strength, I would have got my ass handed to me even more. But thanks so much to Nikki for being on the channel. Awesome rolls.